So this is our new project I'm working on. Um, Also got a new drone, which is awesome. So this is a reserve that my mother is going to be using for one of her things that she's doing. And right now we're just checking out the fence line, which looks terrible. It's falling in. This is like about a 4.5, maybe 5 hectare block. It's got a little bit of flat land that you can see, and then it goes up through that gully there into some bush, and then comes around to the right. Um, so what my mother's going to be doing here is growing some fruit and veggie and training people how to basically grow their own food. Well, at least that's the intention. Um, Should be pretty good. So this is the marae. It's it's a marae called Rongopai, and this is looking towards the east, towards the ocean, towards Gisborne. So this is the Paritahi Flats. It's a lot of seed maize grown out this way, and a few other horticulture goods. Kiwi fruit's getting really big at the moment, and then like apples that are trained in a way that they can pick them with machines. So the top right hand corner is where we are growing some trees, and there's a electric fence around that. However, someone put their cattle in and they basically browse all the trees down to the stubs, so all the stems, which was terrible. So we've locked the gate to keep them out. It's family, these are all family related in these neighbouring paddocks, so someone put their cattle in here for extra grass. And here I'm just checking out what's going on up at the far end here. And that fence looks terrible. And there's cattle on the other side have completely overgrazed. I don't know how they're going to get through winter in that paddock. That's not really our problem. So there's a lot of spraying I'm going to have to do here. I can see blackberry. There's some kind of water trough up here. There's like a spring somewhere around here. It's really damp at the bottom. And this is all overgrown. I'm just checking for the fence going up the hill. It looks quite tall from the bottom, but when you get right up there, there's a few tall trees, but it's not quite as bad as you think. So I'm just zipping across the other side. And that's on the other side of the fence, is looking pretty good. This was allegedly unrented, but there's obviously someone's grazing in there. Um, and then we're back to that fence line. I'm just gonna run up around this fence line. I wasn't sure on the distance of how far this drone will go. There's a lot of spraying and clearing I have to do to get that line reinstated. There's a lot of battens missing. It's like a 6 or 7 wire fence. It just runs along here. So someone's actively grazing that right hand side. So I don't know who's renting that right now. There's a lot of brush I'm going to have to cut down. And this is coming around the top. And just those horses got pretty good hearing. I didn't think I was that close to them. They're clearly running away. And just checking the fence again, which looks even worse. It's just completely missing battens. And there's a lot of stuff in here I need to cut out. Half of the stuff is weeds. So we'll probably cut a lot of the weeds out and put in flowering trees or things that the birds can eat that grow berries, like pruti, and like kowhai. and some of the native palms that attract the wood pigeons. Those horses are looking pretty staunch there. They're all just sitting there looking at where the drone's coming from. I didn't realize how close I came to hitting that tree, but it looked like I was quite high from the bottom there. So this is Manuka. It's probably a bit too much Manuka, to be honest. So now I'm floating over the neighbouring paddock. Those cattle down the bottom there, they're just weaner calves. So the guy's been putting his weaner calves in our paddock. Well, they've been weaned. And they've been just decimating my mother's trees, really. Just like basically grazed them down. So we had a bunch of avocados, a few fruit trees, I think some apricots and peaches. Those cattle just munched them. And then that's it.